Older man shot in the back and shoulder, good condition. Brozeski was 25. Oh, the man died. Marcelino Brozeski, West Belden Street. Someone fired shots shortly before 2 a.m. I'm done, man. I'm fucking done. I can't do this. Look, 109 people shot, 19 fatal. This is what someone is saying. I want you to look at this. 5 days ago, July 9th. Oh, this last year. Let's even take it. Last year, around this time, 109 people were shot. And it says, when this reckless violence ravages our city at this magnitude, we're losing a piece of our soul, guys. So this year, because, let's say, 80 people got shot, it's like crime is down, guys. Crime is down, guys. So this is what it looks like. Here we have a 4-year change. Green is good, red is bad. So this is what we're celebrating today. We're celebrating that across these very serious felony crimes, the changes between 2024 and 2025 at this point, that's from 30th of June through 6th of July, which is a very, very narrow window of the week. So they're comparing week on week. They're not factoring February, they're just comparing this week, please. And this is the report that they cited. They're covering the week. They're not covering the whole year to this point of 6th July. They're just covering this week, week 27, guys. The crime is down 34%, guys. This week of 30th June to 6th July has less crime than last year's 30th June to 6th July. So crime is down, guys. Thumbs up. Oh, guys, murder was down 39%, guys. 40%, guys. Burglary. Oh, wow, we burgled less houses, guys. 103 burglaries in a week. In a week. Misdemeanor thefts. Come on, man. It's way more than this. Misdemeanor thefts. Fuck off. Motor vehicle thefts. 401 cars against 251. In a week. 1,573 cars in a week. In a week! So, last 28 days. And then this year to date. So, this is what we're celebrating, actually. The fact that it's just slightly less. The change, guys, is 14%. 14%. It's actually 14%, guys. This is total crimes. Year to date is 14%, not 33%. Because look at it right here. Year to date, between 2025, the start of the year to this point, you have 4,587 logged. Against, at this time last year, 53,981 logged. The change is 14%, not 33%. So we have to see where the 33% is coming from. And 2 years, 16%. 4-year change, 42%. So what are we saying? What is... Man, fuck these people, bro. So it's 14% against last year and 42% against 2021. Increase. Or whatever the case may be, whatever it was. Whatever. They'll figure out how to tell you what to think anyway. But look at it. It's right here. So 2025 had 46,000, which is down against 2024, but it's also down against 2023, but up against 2022, and 42% up against 2021. I was right. So this kind of ends the video formally. Good evening, sir. So Birmingham homicide drop to 50%. It's a low not seen in 8 years. But the year isn't even over. And that's kind of the point with these things. Like, we're in July, so how can you say you bring crime down 33%? 33% compared to what? We just showed you that crime is up 42% from 2021. Crime is up 42% from 2021. Crime is also up 6% from 2022, even though it's down 16% from 2023 and down 14% from 2024. So what crime is down how? How is crime down? If it's against last year, it's 14%. If it's against 2023, it's 16%. If it's against 2022, it's 6%. If it's against 2021, it's up 42%. So how is crime down? These are their own statistics from Chicago. So this is a lie. Say cheese, you guys need to do better. Oh, look at this. 60 Minutes report. Crime up, Chicago. Police response down. This is 2016. Crime is up, police response is down. What happens to the crime? Watch this. Once again, Chicago is making national headlines for all the wrong reasons. New York Times readers woke up Thursday morning to see a crime-related story about Chicago. Surprise. CBS News show 60 Minutes set out a comprehensive look at crime here on Sunday. Chelsea Irvin reports it was truly disturbing to see a city so on the edge. The most alarming find was that last year, while Chicago's crime rate has gone up, police activity has gone down by 80%. This is Lori Lightfoot. We mentioned her earlier. This creature. When did she take power? 2015. So this is around her time. Oh, this is the board. Okay, in office, right? Who was mayor then? That would be Rahm Emanuel. Yeah, Rahm Emanuel. He's ambassador to Japan. Who's the ambassador to Japan right now? Eugene Oregon. All right, whatever. Let's not get distracted. Okay, so horrific, they say. That's an excuse that could be made. Problems cannot be overstated. We're reaching a state of lawlessness. Police response is down 80%. They're not responding to calls for help from citizens who pay their taxes, right? Now, watch. Former police officer in Chicago, Brian Warner, says the police are holding back. Police are holding back because of the increased scrutiny and regulation of police officers. It says officers are responding to 911 calls, but they are not aggressively patrolling and looking for lawbreakers as they once did. They are only responding to calls. They're not being proactive. They're not establishing police presence in high crime areas. Why? This is 2016. Think about it. Black Lives Matter, Ferguson, Freddie Gray, all that. Think about it. So, he points to an October arrest in which an officer, Veronica Murillo, says fear of public scrutiny kept her from pulling her gun on a violent suspect. She suffered neurological damage from blows to her head, so she'd rather die than be called a racist. Fear of public scrutiny prevented her from pulling her gun on a violent suspect. Call him what he is, a black suspect. If he was white, you would have fucking pulled and squeezed. Stop. Right. Chicago is the third largest city in the United States. It's a major city. What happens there? Well, it's important. It says he hopes the report will bring about some positive change. Crime went up from this. Whatever. Because there's no single cause, there is no single solution. That's not true. Crime, the cause of crime is criminals, guys. So when someone commits a crime, you arrest them, you prosecute them, you lock them up for as long as possible, keep them there. If the person is particularly violent, let me tell you something, guys. A way to save the city's time, you catch a robber or a killer, flagrant delicto. Let's show you that word. Flagrant delicto. Right? Flagrant delicto, that's what this is. Someone who has been caught in the hand, well, we call it red-handed. Flagrant delicto, if you see someone holding a gun who is a criminal, you should kill him. Let me tell you why. You should shoot him and kill him because you are saving the city money in treating him, arresting him, prosecuting him, trying him, holding him, imprisoning him. Just kill him. It's faster for everyone if it's flagrant delicto. That's the point. So it's just faster for everyone. So it says, because there's no single cause, no single solution, which is why the mayor is taking all of the above approach, including hiring 1,000 new police officers. So he tried to be tough on crime, and the other people said, no, let's be less tough on crime. So it always swings back and forth, whatever. Next. What's Kim Fox saying? Chicago DA Kim Fox ripped as soft on crime following the mall shooting. Jesus. Like this piece of work. I don't think anyone cares. Like, it's Chicago, right? Here's another story. Forge Factor. Cooking the books on crime stats. What do police report writing and forge? Who's writing this? Earlier this year, Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman told me that he believes the biggest problem facing law enforcement today is altered crime stats. He encouraged me to write about it. What I discovered was alarming. Maybe some of you, hopefully, if you listen to this show, are already well aware of this matter. Crime data collection, analysis,
Pinpointed response help law enforcement agencies fight crime. CompStat is one of the first such tools for use by police. CompStat. So you're talking about CompStat. First implemented in New York City in the 1990s, it was helped to map crime and identify problems. NYPD execs would meet with local precinct commanders to discuss the problems and devise strategies and tactics to reduce crime in their assigned area. Resources were deployed as planned. In regular meetings granted fierce follow-up. In an effort to demonstrate greater accountability to the citizens, CompStat was adopted by many police agencies, like Chicago, through different names: CompStat, CityStat, StateStat, PowerTrack, FastTrack, whatever. By the year 2000, more than a third of agencies with 100 or more sworn. Who's writing this, bro? Officers reported. Let's see if it's a real word. I'm a little bit sensitive to bad words, bad spelling. What CompStat didn't anticipate was what Robert Zink, recording secretary in NYPD's police union, called the fudge factor, the manipulation of CompStat data to make it falsely appear that crime rates have been reduced. Here is just a sampling. Watch. I have not read this article before, that's why I'm reading it now. But we're going to look at it together because we already talked about CompStat to show you that you can easily manipulate these figures to change reality. Watch. In 1996, there was a concerted effort to conceal the magnitude of crime in Atlanta during the Summer Olympics selection process. An audit in 2003 revealed that 22,000 crimes were left out of reports for the previous year. 22,000 crimes were subtracted. Imagine subtracting 22,000 crimes from this. Imagine subtracting 22,000 crimes from this. You can do that. This is in 1996. In 1998, Philadelphia, so that was Atlanta, this is Philadelphia. Philadelphia was subject of a DOJ investigation into underreporting crime. Crime is underreported. The practice endured, top commanders said, because favorable statistics made higher ups happy and helped careers. What did I say? What did I say? In order for someone to look good, like the mayor, he will call his chief of police and say, look, the midterms are coming up next year, whenever. I need crime to go down. Crime is the biggest problem in Chicago. I need to be able to tell people that crime is down. As we know, guys, crime is not down in Chicago. Even if it's down, it's not down 33%. So that's Philadelphia. Now, 2000, US News and World Report stated that facing political heat to cut crime in the city, investigators in Philadelphia sex crime units sat on thousands of reports of rapes and other sexual assaults. Captain Rich Costello, president of FOB, said the way crime was solved was with an eraser. You can tell somebody to come out and say these things. You can even alter this report here. You can do that when you feel like it, when you want to bid for the Olympics in Atlanta, when you want to win an election in Philadelphia. With an eraser, 22,000 crimes were just struck off. Next, let's continue. In 2003, 4 New Orleans officers and a district commander were fired for downgrading hundreds. Oh, I forgot about that. You can downgrade crimes, right? From downgrading serious crimes to miscellaneous incidents. Let me show you an example. I hope we can find it. Kim Fox, right? Downgrades carjackings to misdemeanor, something like this. I can't remember how it was reported. This is a very important story. I just hope it works. Wait a minute. Daily Mail. I think Daily Mail covered it. Oh, look at this. Here we go. Watch this. Let's see. Crime in Chicago, the county seat in Cook County, is, like in many progressive cities, up 37% so far this year. What year is this, please? Let's get that right. 2022. This is just 3 years ago. Right. Thefts are up 61%. Robberies are up 17%. Murder and rape are down slightly. Remember, you can manipulate this easily. But let's continue. Daniel Localo, a former Cook County judge, said that Fox's failings, that's the